Okay guys, here's my clean tone. Today I'm covering the guitar tone of Master of Puppets using only the stock plugins in Garageband. Here we go. The first amp you're going to choose, pick this Modern American stack, Modern American head, and the Modern American 4x12 cabinet here. You're going to max out the gain on the EQ, go to the boutique setting, bass is about 2 o'clock, mids at about 10 o'clock. Treble at about 2. You're not going to have any reverb. You want a very dry, crunchy sound. No effects except for the pedal board that I'll show you in a minute. Presence at about 11 o'clock. Master is at about 5 o'clock. We got the dynamic 421 microphone set here right in front of the cone, just a touch off of the screen. Next is the pedal board setting. Okay, here's your pedal board. All we're going to use is the high drive. Put your level at about 230 on the treble. Make sure it's on. I was sampling this rat distortion. It's off right now. You could experiment with it if you like. The key to this sound is definitely in the EQ settings. So down here, got our noise gate at minus 65 dB. On the channel EQ setting, I have this low pass filter. It's coming in at about 50 dB is where it crosses, or I'm sorry, 50 hertz is where it crosses here, and then it spikes up here. Slight shelf on this low frequency here. Then as this comes down here, you want to scoop out the mid frequency at around 740 hertz, you see there. Bring here about at the 3K level. Bump that up just a slight bit to get a little of that upper mid range and some of that treble, and then we've got the and then we're filtering out the very high frequencies here. So that's the settings for track 1. You're definitely going to multi-track this guitar. You could either do one guitar left, one guitar right, or you could do 2 guitars left and 2 guitars right. It will give you a very thick mix and heavy, chunky Hetfield sound. Okay, on the next guitar, the amp that I chose here is this small brown panel amp. We got the modern British 4x12 cabinet. Gains at about 8, bass is at a little past 7, scooping out the mid again just before 3. Treble is at 7, no reverb. Presence at 8. Masters at 830. Dynamic 421 microphone in the middle of the cone, just a little bit off of the screen. For our pedal board, high drive, just about 230 on the treble, and then add in this yellow vintage drive. Drive is all the way up, tones all the way up, level is all maxed out. Click this down off of the fat setting. Once again, noise gate is at minus 65. Channel EQ, very similar to the first guitar. You want to get some of this low rumble going on here. That low rumble and growl that Hetfield's tone is known for. Scooping out the mid again here. Just about 830 hertz. Bumping up a tiny bit there right before the 3K, and then filtering off the very high frequencies. So this isn't going to be identical to what you're hearing on the album. Of course, the album goes through crazy mastering process and way more equipment than I have. This is enough to just use your stock settings on your GarageBand with no additional plugins or anything. And then what you want to do is pan the first guitar slightly to the left, -11. Second guitar is have it at 15. Just try to balance it out. All right, here's what they sound like together. Alright, thanks for watching this video. Please check out all of my other GarageBand demos.